when the Messiah comes, everyone on the planet will die. Everyone will be put to death.
Wait, now say that again. When the Messiah comes.
When the Messiah comes, everyone on the planet will die.
Okay.
It will be, you know, Armageddon, and
They'll be killed?
They'll be put, essentially they'll all die together, stop breathing, and so on. But all the righteous will be resurrected. And that process will begin geographically at the Mount of Olives in Jerusalem, and then will spread across the planet. So it's a temporary measure, shouldn't be thought of as something horrific or barbaric. It is this process that is believed, especially in the Orthodox community.
Freemasonry movement has its origins and its roots in ancient Israel and in the Old Testament. A lot of the symbols which are used by the Freemasonry and a lot of the beliefs in the Freemasonry system comes out of the ancient scriptures, ancient Jewish scriptures. But the Jews have transformed the Freemasonry movement to be an international movement, not an exclusively Jewish movement.
You know, people will say, well, we've got to support Israel if we want God's blessing on ourselves. If we want God's blessing on our church, if we want God's blessing on our nation, we must support a physical Israel. Well, if you just count back the last 66, 67 years of American history, do you find the blessing of God on our country? Did we have legalized abortion back in the 1940s? No, it's come since then. What was our debt in the 1940s versus today? What were we like then compared to what we are now? You can't convince me that the blessings of God have fallen on this country because of a quote-unquote promise to support a physical group of people somehow correlates to blessings from God.
Le Mashiach viendra que quand Édom, l'Europe, la chrétienté sera totalement tombée. Donc je vous pose la question, c'est une bonne nouvelle que l'islam envahisse l'Europe? C'est une excellente nouvelle, ça annonce la venue de Mashiach. Excellente nouvelle.
The Prophet said, sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, that the last people to come out to Dajjal will be women. Are you going to be angry with him for that?
Lama makes history as the first transgender woman to walk the runway at one of India's most prestigious fashion shows.
The Antichrist is coming, but we don't know when. Those who superimpose dates on my re-uploaded videos are fortune tellers. I have never given specific dates.
Now this first portion of the radar cycle fairly bland and typical, but then you see these bands of very distinct cloud cover moving into the region. That is not rain, that is not snow. Believe it or not, military aircraft flying through the region is dropping chaff. Small bits of aluminum, sometimes it's made of plastic or even metallicized paper products, but it's used as an anti-radar issue, and obviously they're up there practicing. Now they won't confirm that, but I was in the Marine Corps for many years, and I'll tell you right now, that's what it is.
You know, being down here now, as different as it looks, I still have those visuals, those images in my mind. Happens in Israel on a daily basis. Those are the things we have to be careful of now, we have to watch for now.
Do you expect suicide bombs? Plane struck the North Tower of the World Trade Center 1 year ago. Hundreds of people have gathered here at Ground Zero to mark the anniversary in what is expected to be, we tell you that the anniversary ceremony will also include several moments of silence, marking the times that the hijacked jets placed roses on the site for a flower arrangement that will
that he would ride on a donkey. And the donkey would travel as fast as the clouds. And the donkey would have his ears stretched out wide.
We, the fighter pilots of the Israeli Air Force, are proud to escort the first Adir aircraft on their first landing on Israeli ground. We wish you best of luck in building the foundations for all Adir squadrons to come, contributing to the strength and glory of the Israeli Air Force, Israeli Defense Forces, and the State of Israel.
גבירותיי ורבותיי, מטוסי האדיר.
This evening we're celebrating the remarkable progress of the U.S.-Israel defense relationship. It's my honor to be here marking the delivery of these planes, the Adir, to America's closest friend and ally in the region. As we gather here today, the U.S.-Israel defense relationship is stronger than it's ever been, and America's pledge to defend Israel's security remains unwavering.
I want to thank you, Secretary Carter, for coming here with your wife to mark this important milestone with us. It's a sign of both your personal friendship, your personal commitment to the U.S.-Israel alliance, and I want to add to Israel's security on many fronts.
I have in my possession a secret map by the planners of the New World Order.
Because the global order is changing again.
A new world order.
Trump will be 70 years, 7 months, and 7 days old his first full day in office, but what about Genesis chapter 4, verse 24, where it says, "If Cain be avenged sevenfold," Cain being the first murderer, "truly Lamech 70 and sevenfold." And it was Lamech the Kenite being quoted in Genesis 4:24, not God. The Kenites are the offspring of Cain, the literal offspring of Satan, and this is why Christ called them the generation of vipers in Matthew 23. And in Revelation chapter 3, verse 9, the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie, meaning these Kenites claim to be the tribe of Judah, they claim to be the state of Israel, but in reality, they are the serpent seed written